Alright boys, now as you guys probably already know, we've done a player review for Paul Pogba, the Intercept Playstyle Plus version, man. It's only right that we also go ahead and test out the one that does have the Incisive pass. Paul Pogba is an 86 rated card. He has the controlled acceleration type, right footed with 5-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot. Now, in order to complete the SBC boys, there are 3 different requirements. It's an 87, an 86, and then also an 85 rated team. It is going to cost you like 200,000 coins to complete. And I think that is safe to say that a lot of people are going to choose the version with the Intercept Playstyle Plus, but the Incisive Pass Playstyle Plus version might be a little bit underrated. Now, he can play the center attacking mid and center mid positions, and looking at his in-game stats in a bit more detail, I mean, the technical side of his game does look really good, but the physical side is lacking quite a bit. Now, compared to the other version, boys, I mean, he does have a lot less defending and physicality, but this version does have a lot more pace, shooting, passing, and dribbling. So if you do want to use him maybe in a more advanced position and you do want to have a little bit more fun with Paul Pogba, this version might be a very solid option for you. Now, the one thing that I really like with this version, boys, is the fact that he does have 88 dribbling, like 82 agility, 81 bounce. His reactions and composure is a lot better compared to the other version. So it's going to be really interesting to test out just how smooth and how responsive he is in game. I will say, boys, the Intercept Playstyle Plus version, I mean, the dribbling stats is lacking a little bit, but for the most part, he was pretty good on the ball. In those more advanced positions, we do need him to be very clinical and to also be able to create a lot of chances, man. The 86 passing is going to be a huge part to his game. So with the way that the card is set up, boys, one thing that's actually really interesting is the fact that this version can only have the controlled acceleration type. The other version can only have lengthy. So it's honestly going to come down to 2 different chemistry styles. If you do want to improve on his passing and dribbling a little bit more, the engine chem style would be a really good option. But if you do just want to get the most out of his pace and shooting, I mean, the Hunter chem style would be another really nice option. It's going to give him 86 pace and then also 85 shooting, so like a little bit more balance from an attacking perspective. Now, in terms of playstyles, boys, 6 different playstyles for the card. He does have the Incisive Pass Playstyle Plus, which is honestly one of the best passing playstyles this year. And then he does also have Dead Ball, Long Ball Pass, Inventive, Technical, and Trickster. So I mean, no ping pass and no tiki-taka just like the other version, which is a bit of a letdown. It also would have been really nice if they would have given him a finishing playstyle that's a little bit better than Dead Ball, like finesse shot or maybe low driven. So in those more advanced positions, it's actually going to be really interesting to see how much that affects his game. So with the way that the card is set up, boys, I mean, running him as a center attacking mid as that shadow striker is going to be your best bet. If you do run a formation maybe with like 3 center mids, using him as a box-to-box midfielder or playmaker wouldn't be too bad either. But as you guys know, the main talking point with Paul Pogba is whether or not this is the better version out of the 2 and whether or not he's better than Busquets in game. So let's go ahead and jump into game number 1 and let's see how good he really is. Alright boys, here we are jumping into game number 1 using Pogba, and I must say, man, I'm actually really excited to test this version out too, because I feel like he's going to be an underrated option, but the people that do actually end up choosing this option are actually going to have a lot of fun with this card. Now, the plan is to go ahead and run him as that shadow striker, and we did also give him the Hunter chem style just to give him a little bit more of like a balanced upgrade. Like his pace and shooting is good, but it can obviously be a lot better. And yeah, man, we're going to try to create a lot of chances with him, and then we're also going to try to score a lot of goals, so hopefully he is very clinical. Now, first things first, man, let's go ahead and test out the dribbling and see if we can maybe compare it a little bit to the Intercept Playstyle Plus version. Now, this one does have a lot better agility, balance, reactions on all that, so that's a really nice positive. And as you guys can see, man, I mean, the left stick dribbling, I will say, does feel a little bit better. And overall, man, despite him having a bit of a larger build, I feel like he's going to move really, really good in game. But yeah, man, let's even get off to a good start in game number 1. This guy is running a 3-back, which, I mean, you don't see too often. Paul Pogba, lovely first touch. Onto his left foot, 4-star weak foot. It's a great finish, man. It really is, man. That's a lot of power behind that shot. Now, because this guy is playing a 3-back, boys, I feel like there's just going to be so much space in behind. So the Incisive Pass is going to be a must this game for sure. All right, man. Now, a little bit of counter-attacking football right here. We do have Kudus making that run. Gonna go for a precision ball. What a ball, man. What a ball. Just needed to shield that a little bit better, but that's exactly what he's going to bring to your team. The range of passing is going to be huge. Now, this version obviously doesn't have like really good physical stats and his defending is a lot lower. But I mean, if you do run him as a center mid, you might get a little bit of defensive cover. Paul Pogba, great first touch right there. I'm going to look for a cutback, man. Incisive pass to the near post. It's what he does, man. I feel like going forward, he's going to be able to do everything pretty well. Well, boys, I think that it's safe to say that game number 1 didn't last too long, man. So let's go ahead and jump straight into game number 2. One thing that is a bit of a letdown, boys, is the fact that they've nerfed R1 dribbling, but he does have the technical playstyle. Like, if they didn't nerf that, I wonder how good his R1 dribbling would be. Guys, it's kind of crazy, but this guy did get Thierry Henry from his pre-order pack. I'm pretty sure that this is the first time I've come up against Thierry Henry this year. He's just one of those icons that you don't see too often. Paul Pogba, good ball. Trossard, we're just going to go ahead and take our space. I'm going to signal him to make that run as well. And we might just have to look for a cutback right here. Rabiot, that's a good tackle. Now, we did signal Mateta to make that run. I mean, it is a pretty simple pass, boys. Let's just go ahead and play it through. It's not bad. It's not bad. I feel like we could have shown a little bit more physicality right there. But with one pass, you're definitely capable of almost breaking that defensive line. Pogba again. Let's just carry the ball forward right here, boys. Maybe test out the R1 dribbling a little bit more. Yeah, man. I mean, it's not great, boys. It's not great. The R1 dribbling has definitely been nerfed quite a bit. Now, because this guy is pretty defensive at the moment, boys, let's just see if we can maybe try to overload the right-hand side. Great ball into Kudus. Again, man, incisive pass is such a good playstyle plus. Into Mateta. Nice. Pogba is making that run. We just got to hold it up a little bit better, man. He made such a good run right there. Pogba again through the middle. Out wide. Nice. Yeah, he is tracking back with Busquets, boys. Busquets or Pogba, man. It is pretty close. I feel like Pogba overall is better value, though, because like 200,000 coins. Busquets is like over 400k. So definitely a lot more expensive. Come on, Vinga. Let's just go ahead and drop this back. Pogba, edge of the box. Good first touch. 5-star skill moves. Go for the shot. It's an incredible finish, boys. I will say this one on the ball is a lot better. In those more advanced positions, obviously the meta this year is kind of like your smaller, more agile type of players, but I feel like you can get the job done. Kamavinga, nice. Ping that towards the middle. I could maybe try to play it to Kudus, but Pogba is making a good run. La Croqueta. Great skill move right there. Is he going to move his goalkeeper? He doesn't, man. He just rushed out right there. That should have been a goal. That's my bad. Pogba again. Ping it towards the middle. There goes that late run again. Now we'll play to him. Test out the sprint speed a little bit more. Paul Pogba, man, that's not too bad. I feel like we should be scoring right there. Maybe my aim could have been a little bit better, but that's good sprint speed. We do need a little bit of support, though. Pogba, great touch. Back onto his right foot. 5-star skill moves. Maybe did a little bit too much right there. I'm going to look for a cutback. This guy is defending pretty well at the moment. A little bit of R1 dribbling. Does get a little bit of jam right there. Pogba, step over. Still with it. Spin him. He's just doing AI defending. I don't even know how we have possession, boys, but I don't know how he's defending that either. He had like 4 players just like pressing Pogba right there. I do have Pogba edge of the box, man. I don't know how we're going to try to play to him, though. 5-star skill moves. Lovely touch. It's going to be a penalty, man. That touch right there to take it away from the defender was so good. Pogba, go ahead and drop that back. I might try to get him in behind, boys. Test out the sprint speed a little bit more. Mateta, what a ball, boys. Pogba, great attacking positioning. Finesse shot, it's an incredible finish, man. Again, those late runs are so difficult to pick up. Now, right here, boys, we could maybe try to overload the left-hand side. It is a little bit risky, but I'm going to go over top. Ooh, boys, what a ball, man. The long-range passing right there is incredible. Rabiot, I'm just going to try to ping that towards the middle. He is defending quite a bit with Vitinha. Paul Pogba, what a ball, man. Mateta has to be a goal, man. That's one pass through the middle, and we break the defensive line, man. That's exactly what we want. Kamavinga. Now, we do have Kudus making that run, but he is offside now. Pogba, he's tracking that run now a little bit with his center back. Great ball into Trossard. We should be scoring, man. I should have gone for a finesse shot right there. But after that one pass with Pogba where we like split the 2 center backs, he's starting to control his center backs a little bit more now. Now on corners, boys, he is edge of the box, so I might just try to reverse this back to him. Rabiot, nice. He's going to go second man press right here. 4-star weak foot. It's a great save, man. Courtois is literally saving him at the moment. I'm going to try to get Juve in behind. It is a little bit risky, but we'll give it a try. Over top. Outside the foot as well, boys. Inventive passing play style. What a ball. He thought we were going to go for the cutback. One more. No, I did not want to play that to Kudus, boys. It was such a good build-up play as well. But the final pass was just a little bit off. Ooh, he tried to cut in right there, boys. That's good defending. Through the middle. First time ball. We're not going to get to it. We're not going to get to it. Oh, we're actually going to get a penalty, boys. I feel like that's a little bit lucky, but it's another really good run in behind. I feel like this guy's going to start being a lot more aggressive now. Kudus, reverse it. Do need a little bit of support. Paul Pogba. We'll play it back to Kudus. Trossard, nice. Good touch. Finish. There it is, boys. That's a good build-up right there. And again, like, he can pull the strings. He can create a lot of chances. I would say the passing is the standout stat for the card. Like, his dribbling is pretty good, but it might take some time getting used to. But his passing is honestly top tier. Through the middle again, man. That's great attacking positioning. Paul Pogba. He didn't move his goalkeeper. Great finish, boys. Great finish. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is us using Paul Pogba, the Incisive Pass Playstyle Plus version in a few games of Foot Champions. And I will say a little bit of an underrated option. Like I did already mention, boys, I do see a lot of people choosing the Intercept Playstyle Plus version because he is a little bit more OP compared to this version. But don't sleep on this card either, man. I feel like he makes a great center attacking mid in game. Now, I will say this year in FC 26, the meta is obviously like your smaller, more agile type of players, especially like center attacking mids and strikers. And Pogba doesn't really fit that category. But with his 88 dribbling. It is going to take a little bit of time getting used to, but I feel like he was actually pretty good on the ball. The 5-star skill moves obviously really important going forward. The technical playstyle, if it wasn't nerfed, man, would have been really good as well. But I mean, from an attacking perspective, he can do everything really well. For me personally, boys, the 86 passing was the standout stat for Paul Pogba, and with the incisive pass playstyle plus, man, you can really play those like defense splitting balls. As you guys saw in some of those highlights with the long ball pass and then also the inventive passing playstyles, there's a lot of different ways where you can kind of like get your attackers in behind, and I feel like that's really OP at this stage of FC 26. A lot of people are currently running like the 4-2-1-3 formation, or maybe like the 4-2-3-1 with like center defense and mid, so it is a little bit more difficult to break down. But with Pogba's passing, man, it was actually a lot easier to play against. Now, the one main letdown that I did notice with this version, boys, is the fact that his playstyles could be maybe a little bit better. Like ping pass or tiki taka would have been a great addition for the card, and then also a finishing playstyle that's a little bit better than dead ball. And then also his defending and physicality is a lot lower, so if you do plan on running him as a center mid, I feel like the other version is obviously going to be a lot better in game. This version is going to be a better option if you do want a more fun version of Paul Pogba, and if you do want to use him in a more advanced position where he's like getting on the ball a lot, creating a lot of chances, scoring a lot of goals. So I do think that a lot of it is going to come down to like what you need for your starting 11, but between the two versions, I would say the one with the intercept playstyle plus fits this year's style of play, and then also this year's meta a lot more. Now, that isn't to say that this Pogba is bad in game. I actually think that he's really good, but he's definitely going to have to fit like a specific style of play. If you don't mind using attackers with the larger build in game, then he is going to be a pretty good option for you. For 200,000 coins, I still think that it's a very good value SBC, and it's an 87 and 86 and then also an 85 rated team, which honestly isn't too difficult to complete. So again, man, I feel like the intercept playstyle plus version is going to be the more popular option, and then also the more OP option. But if you do want to have a lot more fun with the game, if you do want to experiment with players that are a little bit better going forward, this Pogba is actually very good as well, and I would still recommend them. But that is going to be the end of today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, let me know by leaving a like. Comment down below what player you guys would like to see next in another player review. And then also consider subscribing to the channel if you are new. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. I've been your boy Pogba, and I'll catch you guys in another one very, very soon. Peace.